I'm introducing the Housing Homeless Prevention Bill 2014. I mean, it's been obvious for quite some time now that there is a crisis in housing in local authority areas and also in the private rented areas. And what we're seeing are increasing numbers of people becoming homeless. There's a change in the nature of homelessness from the stereotypical homeless person out on the street, generally due to addiction issues or antisocial behaviour. But now we're seeing families becoming homeless, people who under normal circumstances, as in pre-Celtic Tiger Ireland, would never have become homeless. But regardless of the circumstances behind a person or a family become homeless, it is a nightmare situation for those who are homeless, personally, emotionally, psychologically. And on a purely financial level, it's a massive strain on authorities, trying to access accommodation at a time when the housing stocks are just not there to meet the demand, and hence the need to use hotels and B&Bs, which are particularly not suitable for families. Now, I think all of the reports and strategies, whether it's the 2002 preventative strategy, 2007 Key to the Door, 2008 The Way Home, the Homeless Agency's comprehensive strategy to prevent homelessness, 2005 to 10, and the government target of ensuring the ending of long-term homelessness by 2016. All of them acknowledge the importance of housing advice, advocacy and tenancy support in relation to preventing homelessness. But it's widely acknowledged by agencies and departments dealing with the issue that Section 10 of the 1988 Housing Act, which governs the scope of the remit of local authorities to meet the needs of those that are experiencing homelessness, it's now out of date. In particular, the drafting in the 1988 Act, it focuses exclusively on people who have already become homeless, and it doesn't reflect the increasing priority given to preventative measures in government policy. Most recent statistic, 45 families became homeless in Dublin alone in September, and this is in spite of the tenancy sustainment protocol which is active in Dublin, and 387 families comprising 828 children were homeless in Ireland in September. Now, the government has said, and the Minister has said, she's not going to increase the rent supplement levels, but if the government is to meet the target of ending long-term homelessness by 2016, there has to be strategies in place to stem the flow of individuals and families experiencing homelessness. So that's why I believe that this bill I'm introducing is vital, because it's making for the first time a policy of preventative action rather than dealing with the issue of homelessness when a person or family has already fallen into the trap of being homeless. So my proposed amendments, they augment and they reinforce in a practical way the provision in the 2009 Act. So the housing advice, advocacy, tenancy support, they're all important, they're effective and they're cost effective, but the current wording of Section 10 limits those interventions, and that's why I'm introducing this. I would like to acknowledge the support given by Focus Ireland on this, and I'd also like to acknowledge what recently I think we all received today from the Simon community, which I think was very opportune when they're talking about their 3 common sense solutions. One, the last of which is to prevent homelessness before it happens, because once a person falls into homelessness, it's a very difficult journey back to stability. And I think there are also statistics to show that those who are in emergency accommodation with very little help can get back into the home situation. So these are part of what I'm discussing here, and I'm hoping that this bill, the amendment that I'm proposing, will be successful. Thank you.
The bill being opposed? No, it's not. No. I declare the motion for leave to introduce agreed. Since this is a private members' bill, I ask the Deputy to move that the second stage be taken in private members. Is that agreed? Agreed.